Chibuzo was known in Umiko village as the hunter who never missed. At 28, tall and broad-shouldered, with deep-set eyes that always looked like they were thinking too much, he lived a simple life. Every morning, he wore his brown leather sandals, wrapped his faded hunter's cloth around his waist, and disappeared into the forest. But that night, as he sat alone sharpening his cutlass, a cold wind whispered his name even though no one was there. Earlier that same day, Chibuzo's human life looked perfect. His wife, Amora, just 23, slim, soft-spoken, with neatly braided hair and warm eyes, greeted him with a smile as he returned from hunting. She wore a simple yellow blouse and wrapper, barefoot on the red earth, joy written all over her face. To Chibuzo, she was peace. To the village, they were the ideal couple. That evening, Amora told him something that made his heart jump. She was pregnant. Chibuzo laughed, lifted her off the ground, and thanked the ancestors loudly. Neighbors cheered. Palm wine flowed. But deep inside, a strange fear crawled up his spine, because the same night, someone else was waiting for him. As tradition demanded, Chibuzo went into the forest alone to give thanks to the spirits for his hunting success. The forest at night was not new to him, but this time, it felt different. The trees leaned closer. Crickets went silent. Even his footsteps sounded like they didn't belong. Near the forbidden stream, where elders warned no man to drink, Chibuzo saw her. She sat on a rock, combing her long black hair with a golden comb. Her skin glowed like moonlight on water. She wore a flowing white cloth that never touched the ground. She smiled and called his name. Chibuzo froze. His cutlass slipped from his hand. He tried to speak, but his tongue felt heavy. The woman stood and walked toward him without touching the earth. She said her name was Nonima. Her voice sounded like water flowing over stones. Calm. Dangerous. She told him she had watched him for years, his kindness, his bravery, his loneliness. Chibuzo wanted to run, but his legs wouldn't move. When she touched his hand, the forest disappeared. In its place was a world made of light, water, and whispering voices. In that other world, time felt slow. Nonima treated him like a king. Food appeared without cooking. Pain did not exist. She said she loved him and wanted him as her husband. Confused, enchanted, and weak, Chibuzo agreed, without knowing the cost. When Chibuzo woke up, he was back by the stream. Morning light touched the forest. It felt like a dream until he saw the mark on his wrist, a faint glowing symbol that slowly faded. He rushed home. Amora welcomed him with worry in her eyes. He hugged her tightly, promising never to leave again. But that night, as she slept peacefully, Chibuzo felt a cold hand touch his chest. Nonima appeared beside the bed, smiling. "Husband," she whispered. Chibuzo covered his mouth to stop himself from screaming. She reminded him, by night, he belonged to her. Every night after that, Chibuzo vanished in his sleep. Amora grew weak. Her pregnancy became painful. Villagers whispered. Elders warned that a man cannot serve two worlds and survive. Chibuzo stood at the crossroads one evening, torn between love and temptation, life and death, truth and pleasure. One word demanded sacrifice. The other demanded silence. That night, Nonima made a demand that shattered him completely. She wanted proof of loyalty. If he refused, he would lose everything. As the moon rose again, Chibuzo made a choice. But before dawn, someone would pay the price.
I can't choose.
What would you have done? Should he have stayed loyal to one word or tried to keep both?